And welcome everyone to our weekly breakdown of the Power 36, the AP poll, and some housekeeping items here as we enter the last week of the regular season in college basketball. Conference tournaments are starting this week. We got the ASUN, the OVC, the Missouri Valley, the WCC, which will conclude the following week. So we're going to have, and the Big South, we're going to have some AQs awarded later this week. We're going to have conference championships by the end of the week that are still under, basically, still up for grabs. Big East, will Villanova lose to? Will Creighton win to? They play each other this week. Pac-12, definitely up for grabs. Quite a bit still will happen in this final week of the season. I'm going to get to your questions here in a moment. Let's look at first the two rankings. Gonzaga, Michigan, Baylor, Illinois, Iowa. Bam! Both of us got it right there. West Virginia, Ohio State, Alabama. AP's still higher in Houston than I am. Sorry, Cougars. I'm just not as high on the Cougars. Let me remind you, this is a snapshot. Later on Tuesday, you will get our bracket, March Madness bracket, the last week of the regular season. Okay? Some tweaks in there. Plus, March Madness 365 podcast. Mark Few, the head coach of Gonzaga, will join me as we break down the number one team in the country, 24-0. Quite an accomplishment. Got to celebrate the journey here. All right. Maryland, I'm high on the Terps. They're not even in the poll. Come on, man. Where are they? It's ridiculous. San Diego State, higher on them. Purdue, 23. Come on. What are you doing? Look, Wisconsin and Virginia, not ranked by me. Badgers struggling. Virginia struggling. Are they going to have decent seeds? Yes, because it's body of work. But right now, they don't deserve to be ranked. Get them out this week. Don't deserve it. Wichita State, where are you? You're not in the AP poll. I got you at 23. The Bonnies, 26. No chance in there in the AP. Where else we got here? Colorado, okay. Good to see them in there. Had a good week. They swept USC and UCLA. So that's positive. But I think the whole Pac-12 is down a little right now. But I got Oregon ahead. Oregon's ahead of them in the standings. All right. Let's go to some questions. Tom says, who are my final four picks? I'm going to tell you right now they're going to be two Big Ten teams. Gonzaga, at least two Big Ten, and then we'll go with a flyer. Is that Arkansas? Is that Alabama? By the way, where's Arkansas? Okay, 12. Is it West Virginia? Florida State scares me now after what happened in North Carolina. That scares me. Kyle says UConn's going to the Final Four. Lock it in. Whoa, slow down, Kyle. Slow the roll there. I saw him against Marquette. RJ Cole, James Bouknight. It's a 1-2 punch. They can carry him deep. Final Four, don't see it. Louisville Seed, says Troy. They helped themselves with the win against Duke. Still hovering in that. They're going to fall somewhere in the 9 to 11 range. That's where they're going to fall. Michigan and Iowa, Final Four, Derek. Yes, easily could happen. Or not easily, but. Alex says if Michigan and Gonzaga played right now, they would win. They might be favored, to be honest. So I don't know if that would be an upset. It wouldn't be. Jake, can Illinois beat Michigan? No, Iowa, I don't see it. Now, that could be a game time decision on Iowa. Let's see if that happens. Ethan says West Virginia will beat Baylor this week. What did I pick? You're going to have to wait and find out. Tuesday, we release my picks on March Madness 365 and all these March Madness social media outlets. So you'll find out that one. Well, we got more. Let's see here. Mascayo for the win. Hopefully he plays. I really hope he plays. Does Kansas look scary now? They're defending better. McCormick scoring is huge for them. So yeah, they could make a run. No reason they can't make a run. They have experience. Let's see. Trying to get some more questions here. Kurt says Gonzaga is not going to make the Final Four. This team is better offensively than the team that played within a couple of minutes of the national championship in 2017. So I don't know if I'd say that. Ticket info for the first and second round, Brandon. I don't have it. Not quite sure on where the ticket situation is. My gut is we're going to see a lot more frontline workers in some of the early venues, and then hopefully we have more, tickets obviously as we go later. Sorry about that. Got to turn that down. Will Seton make the tournament? Says Andre. Yes, I have them in as we stand now. Will fans be allowed at the ACC tourney? Ooh, I think so, but don't quote me on that one. Opinion on Arkansas, Brad. I think Eric Musselman's doing an outstanding job. Moses Moody, well beyond his years, outstanding freshman. I interviewed him early last week when they beat Arkansas. Really like him. They could be a dark horse, no question. Is Kentucky in? Asked James. No, they got to win the SEC tournament. Boy, Stephen, my last four in. It's kind of a hodgepodge. Seton and Drake, I'll give you those two. Is Michigan State still on the bubble? So Michigan State, I think, could be in today, but they got to beat Indiana. They get one of the Michigan wins. It's a game changer, no question about it. Is Duke out? Asks April. As of now, yes, they would be out. Coach Hugs calling for you to pick Baylor. Ha. I like West Virginia. Just a little tease there. BYU asked Joey. Look, Caleb Lohner, Alex Barcelo. It's a nice 1-2 punch. They're scoring well. I think the Cougars could definitely win a game. I don't know if they win two, though. Can Texas Tech get some consistency? No, they can't. That's the problem. How many ACC teams? Right now, I'd say Georgia Tech and Carolina are the back two with Louisville. Those three are going to be – I think Clemson's comfortably in right now, by the way. Comfortably. Two Valley teams make the tournament as of now. Yes, Clay. Drake, one of the last in. What does IU have to do to get in? Whew. They got to win. I think they got to win out and maybe win at least two, if not three, in the Big Ten tournament. That's where they are right now. Seed for the Bonnies. I think the Bonnies are somewhere in that 10 to 11 range. That's where I see them falling. Has Io lost his chance of being player of the year due to the injury? It's going to be dicey. It's going to be very dicey for him to get it. Look, if he has a great game against Michigan and they win and comes back, the masked man, that could turn some heads. I love Purdue. Who asked that? Brett. Purdue is my sleeper Sweet 16 team, and maybe they're in a 4-line in my bracket. You'll have to wait and see. Jaden Ivey, Zach Edey, Sasha Stefanovic now burying shots. Hunter made a big shot the other day. I think there's good things happening for Purdue. Will anyone beat Gonzaga? Michigan certainly can. Illinois could. Iowa didn't. I don't think Iowa matches well because Iowa wants to run with them. That's not a great recipe to knock them off. Yes, Sean. Does Creighton and Villanova losses hurt their seedings? It does. Alabama overrated. It's one opinion. They don't like my Nova at. I dropped Nova a lot in the poll. That is true. And they're going to take a hit seeding wise. No question they're going to. Let's see what else you got. Who would be my dark horse? I think it's Purdue. That's my dark horse to make a deep run. Wichita State in. Duck seed. Somewhere in that 8 to 10 range probably. That's where I would put them. A couple more. Is Houston overrated? Yes, I think they are. Hunter Dickinson or Kofi? I'd take Kofi. But Hunter is going to be, he's had a phenomenal stretch. No question about it. Franz Wagner, underrated. True, Jesse. Duke is not in right now. Cuse winning is good, but they still have they still got a lot to climb. Will Michigan State split with Michigan? Will Michigan State split with Michigan? If they do, they're going to be in for sure. How far can the Hokies go? I would say they've proven they can win 2 games. Sure. Beat Villanova. Why can't they? They could beat 2. Right now, based on some of these questions, I'll just tell you. If you had to tell me which 2 teams, and I know this sounds, you're picking the favorites, but Gonzaga, Michigan, to me, are the 2 teams. Put your chips in. Those are the 2 to get there. But teams that aren't being discussed as getting to the Final Four, I could see West Virginia. I could see Arkansas. I could see Purdue. I could see Oklahoma State. I think all those teams certainly could make a run to the Final Four. No question. Hey, I think this is good. We're doing this later in the day. We're getting a lot of great questions. We got one more of these next Monday, and then we're going to be talking tournament. We'll be doing a lot of this because we'll be doing brackets. And I will be in a couple different places. More on that next week. Hey, everyone. Appreciate everything. March Madness 365 on Tuesday and our next bracket. Stay safe. We'll talk again next week.